Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Today what we got for you are 8 missions that were inspired by movies in the Grand Theft Auto series. So this is going to be a pretty cool video, so be sure to get your popcorn ready, sit back, relax. Okay, I'm kidding, I suck. Alright, you guys know this, but if you find the video enjoyable, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If we could break 2,000 likes, that would be awesome. We are on a roll right now. The last few videos I've done, we've smashed 2,000 likes, which is crazy. Let's keep up that support if you guys are enjoying the content. And be sure to let me know down below, what is your favorite mission in the GTA series that is blatantly and obviously inspired by a movie? Just be sure to let me know down below. It might be one I cover in the video, it might not be, but I'm going to read through every single one of your comments. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with these GTA missions inspired by real life movies. Number 8. Deal Gone Wrong. This is a random encounter in Grand Theft Auto 5, and what's cool about it is it's actually a reference to the 2007 film No Country for Old Men. Great movie, by the way. I've seen it numerous times. I'd recommend you guys check it out. I don't think it's on Netflix right now, but if you've got like Amazon Prime, you can watch it on there, or you can rent it on the Apple TV, or it might just come on TV still. Anyways, the movie is basically about this hunter. He's out in the middle of nowhere, and he comes across all of these cars, horns are beeping, just out in the middle of the desert, and a bunch of dead guys laying around. And then there's one guy alive, and he's almost dying, and then he dies, and this hunter finds this briefcase that's full of money. Lots of money inside of here. So what does he do? He takes the briefcase, takes the money, and turns out there's actually a tracker inside the briefcase, and this hitman is actually tracking down this money and trying to find this hunter, and he's gonna kill him. And in GTA 5, we can come across this clearing outside of the woods. Same premise, same scenes going on here. There's a bunch of cars, they're all shot up. There's a bunch of people laying on the ground dead, and there's a couple people still alive, but they're about to die. And we come across this one person with this briefcase, and he says, hey, don't get this briefcase, don't touch it, or you're going to have people coming to kill you. And of course, it's GTA. You know what we do? We take the briefcase. It's $25,000. And after taking that, a couple cars with guys trying to kill us actually chase us down, and we've got to take them out, or else they take us out and get their money back. Number 7, keep your friends close in GTA Vice City. So it's pretty obvious that GTA Vice City is based off of the 1983 movie Scarface. Or not necessarily based off of, but heavily inspired by the movie Scarface in just so many aspects. So it makes sense that the final mission in Vice City mimics the most just famous and final scene in Scarface, right? Minus the part where Tony Montana says, "Say hello to my little friend." Bad impression, I know. Hopefully that just doesn't make you guys unsubscribe. But nonetheless, minus that part, the mission is very similar. Tommy is holed up in his office, in his mansion, fending off waves of mobsters, which is pretty much the same thing that's happening in Scarface. Minus the ending, I'm not going to spoil that, but Tommy has a better outcome than Tony Montana does at the ending of that movie. I mean, it's almost 40 years old now. If you haven't seen it, you've missed out. So I'd say I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I want to, but I'm just going to go ahead and do you guys a favor and not spoil it. But if you haven't watched Scarface, check it out. Number 6, the Puerto Rican connection in Grand Theft Auto 4. So, in this mission, Nico has to follow a train through Liberty City, dodging traffic, dodging cops. This mission can be very, very annoying because if the train gets too far from you, guess what you gotta do? You gotta restart the whole mission. And it's literally just one of those tailing missions. Every tailing mission in every game, every Grand Theft Auto, they suck. Rockstar literally just tunes the traffic up to make it ultra realistic. You've got people running through stoplights. You've got people just running out in front of you. You hit them, they get in your way. Then you gotta dodge the cops, because if you get the cops on you, not only do you have to follow the train, but also try and evade the cops and people shooting at you. It's a wreck. So the train doesn't stop as you navigate through these streets. And this mission is actually inspired by one of the most realistic car chases in cinema history, and it's in the movie The French Connection. So the name of this mission, the Puerto Rican Connection and the French Connection, I mean, I'm sure it was a dead giveaway if you are a movie fanatic, but in this movie, Gene Hackman is a detective. He's hunting down a criminal who has hijacked an elevated train in New York City, and he's following this train around, and by the end of this, like, pursuit, this dude's car is just a piece of junk, needing to go to the junkyard. He's just destroyed everything, pretty much like it is in the game. So Rockstar was just heavily inspired by this movie, not only with the name of the mission, the aspect, and the fact that the traffic is just horrible. Number 5, Just Business in GTA San Andreas. So in this mission, CJ drives his drug-dealing buddy Big Smoke to a meeting downtown, and in the standard GTA fashion, the meeting ends in a shootout, and the two of us escape on a motorcycle. Big Smoke's driving, we're shooting, cue the pursuit, starring a semi-truck and an endless stream of bad guys coming at you. Big Smoke does the driving, which actually isn't too bad, and he leaves the shooting to us, as I mentioned before, and the bike detours onto a concrete bed, jumping over trucks, going into the LA sewers. It's just a very crazy mission, and surely it's no coincidence that a nearly identical chase scene ensues in the 1991 movie Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Great movie. I'm just going to end up recommending every movie we talk about in this video for you guys to watch. You guys can just set aside a day where you watch movies, because these are all great films that they're obviously a bit older. But nonetheless, in this movie, John Connor hops on a motorcycle as he's pursued by a semi-truck driven by the unstoppable T-1000. And unlike Big Smoke, Connor has no one to shoot for him, so at least the Terminator, or Arnold Schwarzenegger, shows up to save the day. Number 4, Publicity Tour in GTA Vice City. So the hair metal band Love Fist has done a little bit too much pre-gaming before a gig, so they ask us, Tommy Vercetti, to be their designated driver. So good guy Tommy does this, but when we get in the car, we discover that it's been rigged by a crazy fan with a bomb that will explode if we slow down. We've got to go a certain speed. If we slow down, we die. The car blows up. And after a lot of drunken bickering and a lot of rage with this mission, this mission is very rage-inducing, because literally if you stop for a split second and don't even realize you stopped to make a turn or to get around a car or even just slow down too much, the detonator meter just fills up, you blow up, and you gotta restart. The mission is quite annoying. And this scenario is straight out of a movie called Speed from 1994, where a raging lunatic plants a bomb on a bus, or an LA bus, and rigs it to explode if the bus drops below 50 miles an hour. So with passengers' lives at stake and white knuckle pacing, this movie is definitely one that you might want to check out. Number 3, Three-Leaf Clover in Grand Theft Auto 4. So, this is one of the most popular missions in the GTA series. Fans love this mission because, you get to rob a bank, and you get to pull off a big heist in a big city. It doesn't get better than that. So, in the mission, basically, me, you, and some Irish criminals, the McCreary brothers, obviously, pull a bank heist in broad daylight. And, unfortunately, things go sideways when the cops show up, when a civilian inside the bank tries to be a hero and save the day. The cops show up with a battery of cruisers, helicopters circling the area, and this is where just this epic shootout commences in the streets and the alleyways as Nico and the McCreary brothers blast their way out with black duffel bags full of money slung over their shoulders. It's a pretty rage-inducing mission it can be, with just endless hordes of cops shooting at you. Well, this mission is actually inspired by the 1995 crime movie called Heat, where basically we're treated to a similar scene. Robert De Niro leads a team of professional criminals in a daytime bank robbery. The cops, led by Al Pacino, that's the guy who plays the Scarface, or Tony Montana in that movie, meet them in the streets for a brutal high-caliber shootout and one of the most intense bank robberies in movie history. So, of course, Rockstar was smart to borrow from this. Number 2, Thelma and Louise in GTA 5. So, while this is an Easter egg for the most part and not necessarily a mission, this random encounter happens in the Chiliad mountain wilderness between 7 and 8 p.m. every single night. So, if you're in a helicopter, if you go here on foot, you'll basically see a standoff on a cliff with a bunch of law enforcement firing at this very old Tornado. Pretty cool car, by the way, with like old guitars in the back, sombreros, and all that stuff. So with the car surrounded and an approaching officer walking towards the car, it actually takes off and drives off the cliff down to a fiery death. And this is actually a reference to the ending of the 1991 movie Thelma and Louise, where pretty much the same circumstances occur, except they drive off the edge of the Grand Canyon instead of just a random cliff. And number 1, marriage counseling in GTA 5. So in this mission, you probably remember this one. This is one where Michael gets mad at the tennis coach and pulls down the house who he thinks belongs to the tennis coach. And it turns out it's actually Mark Madrazo's house. That's how the whole GTA 5 storyline gets started. Well, Michael's mad at the tennis coach because he supposedly brought down Michael's marriage, with air quotes around that, by sleeping with Amanda. Obviously, we know Michael and Amanda didn't get along before this, but this is actually a reference to a scene in the movie Lethal Weapon 2 where pretty much the same thing happens. A guy pulls down the front of this house, this big balcony, and Michael is a sucker for these older action films, so perhaps he was inspired by this movie. That's why he pulled down the deck in the fashion that he did. But nonetheless, those are my list of 8 missions in Grand Theft Auto that were inspired by real-life Hollywood movies. So be sure to let me know down below if I missed out on any missions that you think were inspired by movies. I would love to make a part 2 to this video. If so, I read through every single comment. Leave a like on this video. Let's break 2,000 likes. That would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on those notifications. That way you never miss out on another daily video game upload. And if you guys are really feeling froggy and want to help a brother out, check out g2a.com. First link in the description. Use my code ZCTV and you can get the hookup on games very, very cheap. I'm talking brand new games. You can even get GTA 5 if for some reason you don't own it for like $30. So check it out. Use my code. And with that said, my name is Zach Cox. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.